Hi folks, the purpose of this video is to hopefully alleviate any confusion, eliminate any confusion that you might have with the task that you're going to work on today, which happens to be your assessment that you're going to be writing now that we finish reading Roll Thunder, Hear My Cry. So your main goal, your main focus today is to start planning, start selecting the evidence that you want to use to support a controlling idea. So that's kind of goal one would be to come up with a controlling idea. Goal two would be to have some evidence selected that you're going to use to support it. So taking a look at these stapled together, two pieces of paper stapled together, lilac on top, this is your task sheet. The essay itself is going to be so super easy. It's going to be cake. It's the planning for it that is going to be the hard part. So if you're looking at your stapled together sheet, the top task in the box says, discuss how Mildred D. Taylor uses literary elements to convey a theme in her novel, Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. We've been doing this. This isn't new. All right, you should feel like you're pros at this already. This was your homework assignment from last night that hopefully will help you today. So I've given you, or you're going to be given, a couple other handouts that will help you with your planning today. This other Singleton lilac paper that has literary devices, examples from the novel, this is gold. Treat this like your best friend. I've given you almost all of the lit devices that you could possibly use throughout the whole entire book. I've given you the type of device it is and the page number. So for figurative language, you've got your simile, your metaphor, your personification, all of those page numbers listed for you. For symbolism, symbols for the weather, the treehouse in Jeremy, the land, and the gun, lots of page numbers for you to go in and find those quotes. And then lastly, examples of foreshadowing. So your main goal today is to come up with a theme statement, a lesson that Taylor wants to teach you, and now try and connect some literary elements, literary devices to that theme statement. All right, she's trying to teach us that theme through these lit devices. I hope that makes sense. So treat this like gold. You're going to be looking at it a lot today. Back to that purple sheet. There's a lot of writing on here about what your essay will need to look like by the time we're done writing it. Don't worry about any of the ins and outs. Just know that you have to find lit devices that support a specific theme statement. The white piece of paper stapled to this, the purple one, is your organizer. At the top, you'll see there's a place for you to write the theme, and then a place for you to pick your two literary elements that support that theme. And then there's a place for you to write a controlling idea, and there's a place for you to start finding examples of the literary elements that support that theme. So here's an example. This is actually my controlling idea. I'm going to go with the theme statement that oppression provokes rebellion. I think that's a theme that I can find a lot of the different lit element examples to support. So I'm going to prove in my essay that in her novel, Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, Taylor uses both symbolism and figurative language to convey the theme, oppression provokes rebellion. So that's actually my controlling idea. The theme is oppression provokes rebellion. And my two literary devices or literary examples that I'm going to be using just to show that she conveys that theme are symbolism and figurative language. So if I were you right now sitting in your seat, I'm going to be looking on using that purple sheet and just going through the book and looking at all the different places where Mrs. Porter said there's symbolism and all the different places where Mrs. Porter said that there's figurative language, and look to see if any of those support the theme that I really think is strong in this book, is that oppression provokes rebellion. All right. So, and then I obviously start to copy them down onto the organizer. So to recap, you have to pick two literary devices. Your literary devices are what's listed on the purple page for you, the one you have to treat like gold. Symbolism is its own literary device. Foreshadowing is its own literary device. And figurative language actually has 3 literary devices that fall under it. So simile, metaphor, and personification. So you're going to be looking for evidence today in 2 of these 3 categories: figurative language, symbolism, and foreshadowing. If you're going to be looking for examples of figurative language, you can find, if you wanted to, you can find all 4 examples. They can be similes. Or you can find 2 similes and 2 metaphors that support the theme. Or a piece of personification, 2 metaphors, and a simile. So as far as figurative language goes, you don't have to stick to all of the same one. You could, but you don't have to. But then your other lit device, if you're using figurative language, your other lit device has to be either symbolism or foreshadowing. So folks, your main goal today is to figure out the theme that you think that you can discuss from the book and start looking for and noting the literary devices that support that theme. I also have one other goodie for you. It is a list of possible and approved good themes that students have used in the past that they found in the book. You can take one from this list, rob it, steal it, make it your own, use it exactly as it is, or you could make it your own. You can tweak it, you can change it a little bit. Alrighty? Or you can use one that you came in with today or one that we focused on earlier in the unit. Alright? I wish you lots of luck. I look forward to coming back and seeing half to near completed organizers and talking to you about your themes and those lit devices that you're choosing to support your themes. Good luck.